Morning guys, I hope you're all fit and well today. I'm just setting up, sorry I'm running a bit late this morning. Had a bad night with my dog Levi. He's not being very well, bless him. So I'm feeling a bit disorganised and out of sorts this morning, but we'll get there. Anyway, so welcome back for another Flow Fit session. This is a fitness yoga class, so it's going to be quite high pace, quite hard. In some ways physically. The postures, I try and keep them quite basic. It's going to be, you might be able to sweat basically. So we'll begin with a full body movement. If there's any full body warm up. If there's any postures that you struggle with or can't do, feel free to just watch or come back to Tadasana or Child's Pose, wherever you're comfortable. And then you can always ask me after class. Send me an email, show me what you're trying to do. I will try and offer scaled options where available, so you should be fine. So 90% of the time you should be fine, hopefully. So we're just going to start by rolling our shoulders back and down. Just do a couple of circles backwards. And then we're going to go forwards. And then we're going to inhale as we lift our right arm up, exhale, reach over to the left. Inhale back to centre, switch over those arms, reach over to the right. So always inhaling back to centre. And we're just going to do 5 each side of these. And you can move with your own breath in your own time. Really think about opening up the side of the rib cage, lifting the body out of the pelvis. We've just got one more each side. And then this time I'm going to lift and twist and let the arms fling around you. So let the arms hit you on the top of your shoulder and the back of your lower spine where maybe your kidney is, that sort of area. Hopefully your kidney's there, unless you don't have one. And again, we'll just do a couple of these. One more each side. And then we're going to come back to centre and we're going to inhale as we lift our hands up above the head. Exhale, fold forwards, come down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. And just take it gentle because this is your first one, we're warming up. Bend the knees, think about getting the chest towards the thighs. And just take opposite hand to opposite elbow. And just rock from side to side, back and forth, whatever feels good for you this morning. And then slowly plant your hands on the floor, step back to your down facing dog position, spread the fingers, press the head through the arms and just pedal out the feet. Ease into the back of those hamstrings, those calves, those ankles. Spread the shoulders, don't let the neck get absorbed by your shoulders. Become a proud turtle, not a sad turtle. And then slowly walk the feet all the way back in. I might have to take this top off. Take a moment in Uttanasana, forward fold. In fact, I just will do that. I'm preparing for our heat wave that we're supposed to have today. It's not looking very hot at the moment though. Just take another moment to swing back and forth, side to side. And then inhale as we come all the way up. Exhale to release and just churn the knees. And then we'll churn the ankles and we'll begin our warm-up flow that we're going to do 3 rounds of. Back the other way if you haven't switched already. There's the other one. You might hear some pops and cracks. And then twizzle out the ankles. More pops and cracks. Try the other foot. And then slowly come to a stationary position in Tadasana at the front of your mats and we'll begin our warm-up flow. So standing in Tadasana, lift your toes, spread them, press the feet firmly into the ground. So Tadasana is always an active position. You should be squeezing the legs, pushing them into the ground, tucking the tailbone under, sucking the navel back towards the spine, rolling the shoulders back and down, and your eye gaze should be forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift the hands up above the head. Stretch up tall. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And then as you exhale, fold forwards all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold. So now begin to work deeper into this stretch. You're here for 3 breaths. Try and bring the chest towards the thighs. Let the head, crown of the head hang long towards the ground, and use the inhale to find length in the spine, and exhale, fold deeper over the legs. I'd rather you take a micro bend in the legs and put your chest against your thighs than try and kind of come into this prawn forward fold position where you're taking all the rounding in the upper back and you're not looking after your lower back at all. So finding the length, bringing the chest towards the thighs, stretches out the lower back over the legs, so actually then you can fold deeper and fold flatter, which is better for you. Take one last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And for the first one, we're just going to step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Open up those hamstrings again, push those sit bones high. You're here for 3 breaths. Make the most of this time to warm up those legs. Open up those shoulders. Push the head down towards the floor. Do whatever you need to do to get the body limber. And then on the next inhale, we're going to step right foot forwards outside of the right hand into a lizard lunge. Inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, step back to now facing dog. Pedal it out again. Just a few pedals this time. And then this time we're going to inhale as we step left foot forwards outside of left hand. Inhale as you lift and twist with the left hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant the hand back down, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands back towards the feet so you end up at the back of your mat in an Uttanasana forward fold position. You're going to heel toe the feet out to the edges of your mat, find your squat stance. Inhale as you lift all the way up to standing, hands above the head, palms together. Exhale, sit down into golden pose or squat. Take a nice deep breath. Use those elbows to push the chest through the legs. Keep that chest up nice and high, don't hunch over. Try and find length in that spine again, and then plant the left hand on the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the right up towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant that hand back down and switch over. So inhale, lift and twist with the left. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Plant the hands both on the floor. Come up into Uttanasana fold and heel toe your feet back underneath your hips. Walk all the way with your hands to the front of the mat. Find your nice plank pose, and we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. And then we're going to walk the feet all the way back into Uttanasana. Find your forward fold. And then inhale to lift all the way back up. And we'll go into round 2. So exhale, fold all the way back down into Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in, find length in your spine. Fold deeper over the legs if you can. And then this time the option is to step or hop back to plank. So if you're going to hop, inhale to lift the heels, exhale, catch in plank. Press back to down facing dog. And then we're taking the right foot outside of the right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, release the hand, step back to down facing dog. Left foot, left hand. Outside, inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Take a nice deep breath there in Uttanasana. See if you can find length in your spine, fold deeper over those legs, and then heel toe the feet out to the side, find your squat stance. Inhale as you lift the hands all the way up, above the head, palms together. Exhale, sit down into garland pose. Use those elbows, pull that chest through, nice and high, keep it lifted. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release the left hand to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, switch the hands over. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, plant the hands, heel toe the feet back underneath you. Find Uttanasana forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold deeper, and then walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Find your plank position. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. Walk the feet. Okay, so you can option to walk the feet this time, or look forwards as you inhale and bend the knees, and as you exhale, catch in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale as you come all the way up. And exhale as we fold all the way back down for round 3. So take a nice deep breath in Uttanasana, forward fold, find length in that spine. Exhale, fold deeper over those legs. And then your option is to step or hop back to plank. Push back to down facing dog. And then we're going to take right hand outside of right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, release. Step back to down facing dog. Left foot comes outside of left hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way back towards the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana, forward fold. Heel toe the feet out towards the sides. Find your squat stance. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Palms of the hands together. Exhale, sink down into garland pose, sorry. Get my poses mixed up. You can blame Levi for that one, bless his heart. Keep that chest nice and high, use those elbows against the knee, pull the chest through. And then exhale, release the left hand to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the right. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Inhale, lift and twist with the left. Exhale, release both hands to the floor. Push the sit bones up, heel toe the feet underneath the hips again. Find your Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale, find length in that spine. As you exhale, see if you can fold deeper. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find your plank pose. Exhale, vinyasa, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. And again, your option is to step or hop forwards to Uttanasana. So if you're going to hop, bend the knees, take your eye gaze forwards, and then get ready, find some float time. Find Uttanasana, forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. And you should be feeling a little bit warmer than you did about 10 minutes ago. So hopefully that's warmed you up enough to begin the class. So we've got, as usual, a couple of standing strength poses, a couple of balance poses, and then we'll move into some stretches to finish off. And if you want to finish the class with your own mini Savasana, I'll set you up and move you to it. So, standing at the front of your mat, we're going to come all the way back down. Sorry, just catch my breath. All the way back down to down facing dog. So we're going to inhale as we lift our hands up above our head, and then exhale as we fold forwards, coming all the way down, chest to the thighs, head towards the ground, and just take a moment there. In Uttanasana, really think about opening up this lower back. Let the body fold and melt down. Use some gravity to pull the head. The neck should be nice and loose. Take a nice deep breath. And then option to step or hop back to down facing dog. So catch in plank. Press back if you're doing it that way. And just pedal out the feet. So in down facing dog, again, remember to spread your fingers, press through the hands, grip the mat with your fingers. So you shouldn't have them completely flat on the mat. You should be kind of gripping with your knuckles, if you like. Then you're thinking about pressing the head through the hands and pulling the shoulder blades apart so that you're creating space across your upper back. Then think about pointing, so bend your knees, point your tailbone high towards the sky, so you're getting this lovely long spine. And then as you exhale, see if you can get those heels closer to the ground. Just catch your breath here. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift our right leg up high towards the sky, and then swing the leg through, plant it between the hands, and find low lunge. So come down on the back knee, front foot forwards, find a nice low lunge, sink into that lunge. Just make sure that this knee doesn't track forwards at the ankle. Roll the shoulders back and down, eye gaze forwards, And then from here, we're going to do warrior two. So back foot comes to, so do your lunge pose. Inhale to lift the hands up above the head. So you're in this raised low lunge. And then you're going to plant your foot down at a 45-degree angle and then find warrior two. We're going to do 3 rounds of that. So then we're going to come back, find low lunge, plant the hands, step back to down facing dog, and we'll do the other side. So inhale to lift the right leg up, swing it through, find your left leg up, swing it through, find your low lunge, get your steady stance ready. So remember those train tracks. If you need to have a wider stance to steady yourself, please do so. Inhale to lift up, up with your hands from that low lunge. I'll get my words right today. And then plant the back foot and twizzle around into warrior one. Warrior two. Jeez, what's going on with me? Exhale, sink lower. So in warriors, just make sure your knee's not tracking forwards with that ankle again. You're pressing through your feet equally, trying to rip that mat in half underneath. So you should feel this in your inner thighs. Squeeze your glutes to keep those hips twisted to the long edge of the mat. And pull those shoulder blades back and down so your shoulders are away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, and then inhale, come back up to center. Swivel round, come back to your low lunge position. Plant the hands, step back to down facing dog. And we'll just do that one more time each side. So inhale to lift the right leg up high to the sky. Swing it through. Find that low lunge position. Inhale to lift. Then find your warrior two. Take your eye gaze to the front fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sink deeper into that lunge. Try not to let that knee track forwards though. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, come back to your low lunge. Exhale, release the hands to the floor and step back to down facing dog. And then we've just got one more. So inhale, left leg up high to the sky. Swing the leg through, plant the back knee to the floor. Inhale as you lift the hands up above the head. Exhale, sink into that hip. And then plant the back foot down. Find warrior two as you inhale to lift and twist the hips open to the edge. Exhale, release the arms to parallel along the floor. To be parallel with the floor. That would be the right one. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, lift and twist back to that low lunge as you drop the back knee to the floor. You can exhale, plant the hands down and step back to down facing dog. Pedal it out, come to your knees and just take 2 breaths in child's pose. Take one last deep breath all the way in. And then slowly come back up into your down facing dog position. And we'll continue working on the legs. So we're going to inhale to lift the right leg up high towards the sky. Swing it through. Find your low lunge position again, but this time going into crescent lunge. So find your steady stance. Hands are coming off the floor again. Inhale to lift the hands up above the head and then relax the hands behind you as you open the chest up towards the ceiling and exhale. Take your eye gaze up. Inhale to lift, exhale, reach as far forwards as you can. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale as you fold over the leg into half splits. So we've gone from crescent lunge to half splits. Inhale, come forwards. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, crescent lunge. Lift that chest high towards the ceiling. Take the eye gaze up. See if you can find a deeper back bend than last time. Inhale to lift the hands up. Exhale, reach as far forwards as you can. Plant the hands. Inhale, straighten and flex the toes on the front leg. Exhale, find half splits. So in half splits, you want your nose towards your toes. Think about reaching your chest over that leg. Inhale, come forwards, lift the hands up off the ground above your head. Exhale, release the arms to the side, lift the chest, take the eye gaze up. Take a nice deep breath. And then inhale as you lift and reach. Exhale, reach forwards, plant the hands. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, flex the toes, nose towards the toes. Find that half splits. And then we're going to come back into that lunge position as we inhale, and as we exhale we're going to step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet just quickly. Take a half a step in if you can, and we're going to take the left hand through to the outside of the right ankle. Twist the body through and look out under your right armpit. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand, and we'll switch over. So right hand goes to left ankle. Inhale as you lift and twist the body through to look out under your left armpit this time. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, pedal the feet, step back to that normal down facing dog position. And then we're going to inhale as we lift our left leg up this time. Look forwards and plant it between the hands, come down into your low lunge. Remember your steady stance. And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath as you inhale to lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, release the arms to the side and find crescent lunge on the other side. Take the eye gaze up, open the chest, lift the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift the hands up above the head. Exhale, reach for as far forwards as you can. Plant the hands, straighten the leg, flex the toes. Exhale, fold, half splits. Inhale, come forwards, lift the hands. Reach up tall, press through that front leg. Exhale, release the hands, lift the chest, eye gaze up, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach, plant the hands. Inhale, flex and straighten that front leg. And exhale, fold, half splits. Take a nice deep breath. You've got one more to go. Inhale to lift and reach, pressing through that front leg. Exhale, release the hands, take the eye gaze up, open up the chest. Crescent lunge, can you find a deeper back bend than last time? Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, reach as far forwards as you can and plant the hands. Inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the toes. Exhale, fold forwards, nose towards the toes. One last time. Take a nice deep breath. And then inhale to come forward, step back to down facing dog, pedal out the feet. And then we're going to do a couple of body flows. So a body flow, you're just simply going to roll through as you inhale, coming all the way through into high plank, but then dropping the hips towards the floor, opening up into cobra. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. And we're just going to do two more of those. So inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips to the floor, find cobra. Exhale, push back. Really think about making a wave with your body. Inhale, roll forwards, find cobra. As you inhale and lift the head, eye gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push back to down facing dog. Pedal it out. You can come to your knees just for a moment. Catch your breath, take 2 breaths here. And then the next poses, so you don't need to worry about looking up, just relax. The next poses we're going to do is from down facing dog, we're going to go into a side plank, option to find star plank, and then we're going to take that through to a lunge, to warrior one, and then reverse warrior. So that's the next flow that we're going to do. So whenever you're ready, we're going to inhale to come all the way back up onto our hands and knees, tuck the toes and find that down facing dog position. So get steady in that down facing dog. We're going to, we're going to inhale as we come with our right leg up high towards the sky and then twist over into side plank. So if you want to stack your feet, option 1, you can come to your knee and just leave your foot stacked on top of the other. Option 2, lift the knee off the floor and you can stack the feet or place one behind. Just think about lifting these hips, press through the ground with your arm so you're lifting your hips away from the floor wherever you are. Option 3, star side plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1, tuck the leg up high and then see if you can plant the foot down without putting the other hand on the floor. If you need to help it through into that lunge position, feel free. Then you're going to plant the back foot down at a 45-degree angle and we're going to inhale as we come up to warrior one. Exhale, sink into that warrior one pose. Pull the shoulders back and down. eye gaze forwards. Release the back hand to the back leg. Inhale to lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, find your reverse warriors. Try and keep lunging in that front leg though. Take a nice deep breath. And then wimble the arms all the way around, find the floor, frame the front foot, come into a lunge pose and step back to down facing dog. Pedal it out, come to your knees and take 2 breaths in extended child's pose before we do the other side. Take a nice deep breath. And then inhale as you come back up onto your knees, tuck your toes, find that 3-legged down facing dog position. So this time we're lifting the left leg, up high towards the sky. Really reach high, and then we're going to twizzle onto our knife edge of our right foot. So stacking the body weight on the right side of the body. Find that plank, star plank or kneeling plank, wherever you are, side plank position. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then tuck that leg up high if you're in star plank, and find your lunge without putting that hand down on the floor. Plant the back foot down at a 45-degree angle the other direction, and then inhale as you come up into warrior 1. Take a nice deep breath. Pull those shoulders back and down, sink deeper into that lunge as you exhale. And then drop the back hand to the back leg. Inhale to lift and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you reach backwards, finding your reverse warrior. Take a nice deep breath. And then inhale as you wimble the arms back and round. Find your lunge position. Lift that back heel off the floor. Exhale, step back to down facing dog. Paddle it out. And then come to your knees and just enjoy another 2 breaths in child's pose. And then whenever you're ready, just tuck your toes, push back to down facing dog. Walk the feet all the way in towards the hands. Take a moment if you like in Ragdoll or Uttanasana, whatever your body wants to do. And then inhale as you come all the way up, extend the hands above the head, exhale, release. Cool, so the next pose, the next bit we're going to do is the balance section. So it's 3 poses. I'm going to demonstrate the 3 poses first. It's up to you if you want to join them or link them as a flow without putting your foot down in the middle to challenge yourself further, or feel free to come back to Tadasana and treat each pose separately, however you want to work this morning. So you're going to have enough time to do both of them. And you're going to hold for 3 breaths at the end of each pose. So I'll guide you through it first, just demonstrate it to you. So stand still, don't do anything. Come to the front of the mat, you're going to find your Tadasana. First pose we're going to do is big toe pose. So the first option is to just simply lift the knee into this tuck position and hold it with both hands. So that's option 1. Option 2, you're going to take your 2 big fingers and hook them around your big toe, and then extend the leg out in front of you and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then tuck it back in. From here, you're going to then take the leg across the front of the knee. So right ankle goes across my left knee. We're going to bring the palms of the hands together, and then we're going to sit back into crouching tiger pose. You're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1, keeping that chest nice and lifted, and then release the hands to the floor. And if you can, come all the way over without untucking the leg first, putting the hands on the floor. If not, you can release that top leg, let it just dangle for now. Find your hand placement on the floor, and then inhale as you lift the top leg back behind you and open up into standing splits. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, release, plant the foot back down, find Uttanasana, shake it out, inhale, come all the way back up to Tadasana. So we're going to go through that together, holding each pose for 3 breaths. If you need to come back to Tadasana in the middle, or you can't do the pose and you just want to stand and watch, anything goes. It's absolutely fine. This is your session. Go with what your body's asking you to do. Okay, so standing at the front of your mat in Tadasana, we're going to load the body weight up into the left side of the body. So standing on your left leg, lift the right leg up. Option 1, clasp the knee in that tuck position. Really think about keeping a nice neutral straight spine as you do this as well. Keep the chest lifted, eye gaze forwards. If this is okay for you, try taking those 2 fingers, wrapping them around that big toe, and then extending that leg out in front of you. Again, try and keep this chest nice and lifted. Pull those shoulder blades back and down. Extend through the crown of the head. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to bring that leg across now, across your knee. So your ankle goes across the left knee, right ankle across the left knee. So you're kind of in a standing pigeon, I guess is the other name for it. Bring the hands together, the heart in front of you, and then as you exhale, sit back into crouching tiger. So the trick here is to load up the weight in the heel of the standing leg, really reach back with those glutes, keep that chest nice and lifted. How low can you go? So here is as much crouching tiger as is here. Wherever you are, hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands to the floor, unravel that leg, and then inhale as you come into standing splits. Point those toes, extend through the legs, press into the ground to fold deeper into that standing split fold. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release, find Uttanasana, shake it off. Inhale, come back up to Tadasana, and we'll do the other side. So moving the body weight over to the right leg this time. Take the left leg off the floor. Find the tuck position as option 1. Option 2, take the big fingers on the left hand, hook them around that big toe and extend the leg out in front of you. Try and keep that chest lifted, extend through the spine, stay nice and upright. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Tuck that leg back around, crossing the ankle over the knee, so left ankle over right knee. Bring the hands to your heart, palms together. Exhale, sit back into crouching tiger pose. Go as low as you can or as you feel comfortable. Don't worry about what anyone else or I'm doing. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to exhale, release the hands to the floor. Find the floor, unravel that front leg, and then swing it back. As you inhale, lift it high towards the sky. Find your standing splits on the other side. Press into the ground. Extend those legs, point those toes. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Come back to standing. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Extended Tadasana. Exhale, release. And just shake it off. So, that's your standing balance bit done. We're just going to finish with a bit of core work and some stretches. So if you come all the way down to seated, we're going to do 5 tuck to boats. So you're going to find your toes on the floor. So tuck pose wherever you need to be today. You can place your hands on the floor if you need to. If you want to try and challenge yourself, take your hands off. Option 1 with the feet in tuck is to balance with your toes here. Option 2, lift the legs off the floor. Try not to let the lower back round into the floor as you lift the legs. Try and keep extended through the chest, lift the chest up high, reach it forward, stay nice and proud. Then we're going to go into boat pose. So boat pose, option 1 again, you can have your hands behind you if you need to, or take your hands out in front of you and find that extended boat pose. So boat pose is just basically tuck with extended legs. We're just going to go from one to the other 5 times. So it's going to teach your core to work and your compression, hip compression as well to work. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale to lift our feet off the floor, find tuck pose. Exhale, extend those legs, find boat pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1, tuck. Hold for 3, 2, 1, extend. And then we'll just do a couple of breaths for each one. So tuck, boat, tuck, boat, Last one, hold for 3, 2, 1, in tuck, and exhale, extend the legs, hold for 3, 2, 1, in boat, and relax. You can butterfly your legs now, your hips are probably killing me. Oh, brilliant, okay. And then we're going to look at a straddle hold as well. So sitting in much the same way as you are now with your butterfly legs, you're going to grab hold of your feet underneath and see if you can lift your heels off the floor. So lift your heels, lift your heels up, bring the chest through, and really focus on it. So bring that stomach through and lift out of the pelvis with your spine. So this is option 1. If you're comfortable, see how long you can stay here. Option 2, extend the right leg, hold for 3, 2, 1, bring the leg back in. Ooh, try and find that tuck pose, it's a bit of a balance, this one. And then we're going to extend the left leg and do exactly the same. Hold for 3, 2, 1, bring both the feet back together. My balance is terrible today. Hold again in the middle, really reposition yourself, get yourself in the right way, and we're going to try both legs together, so we're in balancing straddle hold. So inhale as you lift both legs up, bring the chest through, whoops, hold for 3, 2, 1, point those toes, see if you can let go with the hands, hold for another 3, 2, 1, and then release the feet to the floor, shake it all off. And we'll just come into our child's pose one final time as we begin our cool down stretches. So come back to the back of your mats in a kneeling position. Reach your hands as far forwards as you can. Bring your forehead to the floor and find extended child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths here. And then when you take in your 3rd breath, move the hands over towards the left side of the body and feel a stretch going down the side of the right ribs. Take another 3 breaths. Use the breath to fill up the lungs, expand, get deeper into this stretch. Walk the hands all the way over to the other side now, so come back to centre and then walk them over to the right. Stretch off the left side of the body. And then walk the hands all the way back to centre. And then we'll just slowly come up onto our feet. And we'll come into a seated forward fold. So swivel the hands, come back up onto your knees. And then swivel the legs out in front of you. Straight legs, toes flex back. Pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath you. Inhale as you lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you reach forwards for those toes. Bringing the chest towards the thighs, let the head hang down towards the knees. And just take 5 deep breaths here. With every exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper into the pose. Two more deep breaths all the way in. Exhale completely, last one, all the way in, find more length in that spine if you can. Exhale, fold deeper over those legs. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. Scoot the bum down towards the feet and come down onto your backs. Lift your feet off the floor and just grab your knees, hug them. You can rock from side to side, back and forth, whatever you need to do. And you can just plant your toes on the floor, take your hands up in a T-shaped position and just window wipe your legs from side to side. So just rocking over on those toes, not worrying about going all the way with the knees to the floor, but just letting the hips open, letting the spine unravel. Massaging the lower back. Maybe do another one each side. And then come back to centre, lift the knees back up towards your chest. Take your hands over to your left knee. Exhale as you extend your right leg all the way down to the ground. Inhale to pull the left knee, in towards your left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release. And then inhale, both legs back up to centre. Switch over the hands. Exhale, left leg goes down. Inhale, right knee comes in towards right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you lift both knees back up to centre, and we'll just take happy baby pose. So lift the feet up towards the sky, reach for the outsides of your foot, and bring your knees down towards your armpits. And just take a moment to roll from side to side, back and forth, whatever you need to do here. Just opens up the hips, opens up the legs. It's quite a nice pose to finish with. And then bring the knees back to centre. Extend the legs. And if you wanted to take a mini Savasana, you can do so here. Just bring your attention to your breath. And everyone can just take 3 deep breaths before we finish. Breathing all the way in through the nose, filling right up down into the base of the stomach. Exhale completely. And just take another 2 breaths, just like that. Last one, all the way in. Exhale completely. And then if you want to stay here and relax some more, you're more than welcome. Or if you need to get up and finish off for the rest of the day, we'll just come to a seated position. Inhale to lift the hands up above the head, palms together. Exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste. Have a great rest of your days, guys, and hopefully the sun will be out later. And for those of you in Savasana, enjoy. Catch you later. Bye.